Oh yeah, huh? Correct. So what's up, guys? Today we're gonna be watching the true origin of Ambush's story. So in Roblox stores, shout out to CaptainJackAttack. Yep. So let's get this video started. What are we waiting for?
Most of the entities in Roblox stores have been in the game for quite some time, and they all have their own unique traits as well as their own backstories too. Recently, we've talked about the true origin of Rush, going back to the entity.
Hold on. So Brush was actually created like as a meme. No. Rush isn't a meme. It was inspired by a meme. And to be honest, I don't know how they got copyrighted from that. Like, he is a meme because what does people say these days? Segama or something. If something like happens like funny or something or epic, or someone comes with a comeback, then I would smile.
His original design ideas, how its sound was made, and even where the idea itself came to be. But what about its counterpart, Ambush? Well, today we'll be going over the true origin of Ambush in this episode of Roblox Stores. Which entity should we cover next? Let us know down below and let the investigating commence. The beginning ideas and plans behind the entity Ambush certainly is an interesting one, as it's one of the only monsters during development to be completely redesigned and reformed into a new type as well. We all know how Ambush currently works, which is similar to Rush, but instead of moving back and forth between rooms once, he does it 1 to 6 times. Also, the lights for Ambush does flicker a tad bit more than Rush's, which can be used to figure out if he's coming as well. Though this is how Ambush works right now, he wasn't always created with this whole system in mind. Originally created by the Roblox user Ghostly Wowzers, who was also the creator of
Jack. If you don't know, that's actually Jack Skeleton. Jack is Jack Skeleton. Let me show you. Yeah, here. That is Jack Skeleton. Bro, look. First of all, what he made different is his jaw. His jaw is freaking wide open. And he made him like more darker. Jesus. And like, Jesus God.
Of Rush and Jack 2, Ambush, according to Readables, the co-developer of Roblox Doors, was made to resemble this Scream face painting made by Edvard Munch all the way back from 1893.
Damn. But if you don't know, Ambush is actually probably created. I don't know, but Ambush is created by Roblox. I think. So just don't say any hate comments, okay?
A side-by-side comparison of.
Are you serious right now? Jesus. And that literally looks like Ghostface. Look. First of all, that looks like Ghostface from a long time ago now. Come on now.
Modern Ambush, along with the face from the painting, does show some close similarities, such as the same mouth shape, and also the head, which is surprising. Who knew such an old piece of art could affect a modern game so much? Anyway, Ambush was originally going to be in an entity group known as mobile entities. Basically, these are monsters that were planned to be used for jump scares only, such as Jack and Shadow, and would occasionally show up in the game when you open closets and sometimes doors as well, but the group ended up being cancelled and discontinued. It was found out to be deleted right before the game's release, prompting some major changes to Ambush in the process. Thanks to Redables, this was the oldest image of Ambush that we were able to obtain from the developers, and here you can really...
You're serious right now, Mom? That literally looks like a demon version of Ghostface. But it does not look scary to me. It just looks demon-like, and I'm not really scared of demon-likes. But demon-like, like demon things are like my style.
Ambush came to be,
So my
especially during its mobile
drawings,
phase.
to be exact.
With a side-by-side comparison to Jack, they both have that same similar back structure as he was
Damn. Well, look at Jack's skeleton. Well, other pictures, Jack's skeleton as well. Alright, let's check here. And
going to be used as a jump scare in this form before being scrapped and redesigned. As Redables stated though, there was a version made of him containing with nostril holes and also
oh, he has a mask. Nice.
a version with glowing eyes. But both concepts were scrapped. This is what he could have looked like, especially while still in the mob.
Wait, don't tell me it's like that meme. Like that laser eye meme. Like yeah. Take off this mask now.
Bubble entity format. Looks a bit out of place for the guy with those changes, so I can see why they ended up scrapping those ideas.
Little peek on my face, huh? Little peek on my face.
It was later agreed that Ambush should be made as its own entity and a redesign should be in the works as well. Soon after, this redesign of Ambush was created, prompting the entity's first major design change since the mobile version. The mouth was a new addition, along with the teeth, and a strange neck structure was kept with the entity as well. The developers nicknamed this file Scary Ram Face, as it kind of looked like one, especially with that tail attached. They still managed to keep the same pink/red color in this redesign and
And I bet you look like a worm, huh? Yeah.
used it for a while before another major change was made.
Yeah, it turned into
States
green
that
and white and
changed
black.
the colors to green instead of red and removed the tail in order to have a harder version of Rush to trip up players. And with those changes being made, this led to the current design of Ambush as we know today. Though the developers decided to change the original mechanics of the entity and made it similar to Rush's by rebounding between rooms multiple times, they decided to keep the original jump scare mechanic when it comes to players trying to exploit in the game, as the entity steals anywhere between 200 to 400 revives from the player, leaving them in the negatives. So I guess Ambush is still a mobile, but not really. And since Ambush has its mechanics borrowed from Rush,
Jack, stop making fun of. Okay, I will
one could
stop.
say that it is similar and could be correlated to A-60 from the original monster from Nico Rox's rooms, since that was a direct
You mean the back rooms?
parallel to the Rush entity. It's like all three are pretty much brothers, and that's pretty neat, I guess.
You serious right now, bro? Like, are you serious right now, bro? Bro, this man don't look different. If they are brothers, they're a switch at birth now. Come on now. But look at this big smile. Look at this big mouth. Damn. I bet that mouth go running and running and running. And what I mean about that, I mean talking.
As for the sound origins for the entity, however, things get pretty complicated. The original audio for Ambush is still on Roblox, labeled as Glitch, Scream, Loop, created by Conda Cadence a couple months ago. And this is what it sounds like normally. Yeah, it kind of sounds like modern Rush.
Jesus. Oh my God. That literally sounds like a dog dying, and it's like screaming for its life, and has demons in it, like.
Though this was used during
It kind of sounds like Speed.
its old days. In order to get Ambush's current sound, you have to slow it down by 40% in order to achieve the whooshing sound that it makes, which should sound like this. Awesome! Now we're getting somewhere, but it still doesn't sound right. After adding in a bunch of effects to the sound as shown on the screen and playing around with them, this would be the true version of his travel sound. Yeah, that's it. Again, huge thanks to Figure for that part since they did piece that together.
The Figure!
What about the attack sound? Ambush is the only entity in the whole game that is known to have multiple attack sounds, and it's hard to replicate it. Long story short, you have to speed up certain parts from the previous sound and then add a distorted scream effect at the end to create it. Yeah, it sounds pretty close, not going to lie. As for the other versions, it's the same thing, just playing with the speeds of the first section while keeping that same scream ending. It's pretty similar, but you kind of get the point. Now here's the deal. When it comes to Ambush's current gameplay style and mechanic, you wouldn't have never thought that there was supposed to be something special linked to him in the form of an item, but actually there was. According to Readables, there was also used to be a glitchy bandage, which looked exactly like a normal bandage in a drawer, but with glitch particles. And collecting one would fully heal the player, but also spawn an ambush. It was removed or released as we just didn't like it. This is a representation of what that glitchy bandage could have looked like, especially as Readables stated that it was exactly like a normal bandage, but with glitchy effects added in. It's pretty insane because you wouldn't have never known that another feature was removed, all thanks to Ambush once again. Especially from originally being a jump scare entity like Jack, to going through multiple redesigns throughout its development, to even having an item feature removed based on the character. Ambush is a character that arguably went through the most changes out of any monster in the whole entire game. It was fun learning about its origin, but what entity should we investigate next? Let us know down below, and goodbye. Most of the...
Yep, that was CaptainJackAttack's video. And subscribe to him, subscribe to me too as well. Yep. So, see ya.